You have a collect call from. Press 1 to accept charges. Hey, you guys, this is the Queen Carter, and you're tuned in to Press 1 Podcast. And today I have a special guest by Big Sosa. How you doing, Sosa?
I'm coolin', man. Y'all know what's going on.
All right, so Sosa is an up-and-coming artist out of New Orleans. Where are you from?
Well,
Yeah.
not New Orleans, but hold on, let me get this. All right, there we go. I'm from the 985. That's like St. Charles Parish, River Parish area type deal. But I'm from Homeville, Louisiana. It's probably like people be thinking we far from the city and shit, but it's like 15, 20, 25 minutes type shit outside the city. So
You consider yourself like a country dude, or it's not really country?
yeah, because we ain't really country, but we ain't really city either, but we country though, like type shit. You feel me?
Okay.
So I guess we fall under the. My city partners tell me I'm from the country, so I'm from the country. Fuck it.
So what would you consider yourself like? What are people like? What do people know you for?
Shit, rapping,
Okay.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how I got my juice where I'm from type shit. Just from rapping and shit through school and out of school, shit like that.
You already had the name Big Sosa before Chief Keef, or what?
Nah, I'ma say kinda, but it wasn't really like I wasn't really going by that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But later on in life and life get to life and shit go to happening, then boom, sometimes shit just come out of nowhere type shit. Like.
So what Big Sosa stand for you?
But I'm gonna keep it real though. A part of my name is really because you know what I'm saying. Like I played baseball and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So the Sammy Sosa type shit.
Okay.
So that's like part of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the people that really know me, they know I ball playing baseball and shit like that. But
well, I never looked into where he got it from, so I don't know.
Yeah. But then that kind of like transitioned to like the streets type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already going by it, so then I started going by it in the streets, so I just kind of tied in.
Okay.
Type shit.
Well, that's what's up. So you know why you're here today. So we're trying to see how you got tied in with the law. So you said you started kind of getting involved with the law when you were a teenager.
Yeah. The first time I went to jail, it was like in high school, but it was really on some bullshit, like, you know what I'm saying? But that was my first, like, real run-in with going to jail on some, like, street shit, even though I wasn't even supposed to be there that day, like, type shit. But that was the first time going to jail. After that, it was just, like, minor shit here and there type shit. But, like, 2015, that's when I caught, like, my real first, like, charge type shit. Which is crazy because a lot of people always think it was like on some like street type shit, but it wasn't really on that.
And what kind of charge was that?
That was a vehicular negligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was your like childhood growing up for you to even be involved with having to go to jail as a teenager?
The crazy thing is like my childhood was good.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I ain't really have my daddy around and shit, but he'll pop in and out type shit. But
You an only child or?
No, it's me and my sister. I got an older sister. But for the most part, it was me being raised by my mama and shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I ain't gonna never take away my mama credit and be like, oh, I just had this hard life and you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I'm still a kid without a dad type shit. Like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So, when that type of shit come into play, you know what I'm saying? Boys gonna be boys, do whatever, get into whatever. So,
Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, so you never really served any time when you were getting in trouble before 2015, so you never had to really sit down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even then, like even when I caught the charge in 15, I fought that charge from the streets. Mm-hmm. So like, I still ain't even sit then. Like, you feel me? until I took my time for it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you had a vehicle incident, which is your 2015 charge.
Yeah, yeah.
So can you kind of tell us like how that happened?
So boom, I'm gonna give it to y'all in a nutshell. So it was like, this is the best way I could put it. I used to be real heavy set. Like, I'm still a big dude now, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I used to be real heavy set. So back then I had like sleep apnea, like real bad. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So we had went out of town. We had did like went to like this out of town show. Like the whole weekend was just on some lit type shit. Mm-hmm. So I had to go to work that Monday. So we went out of town. You know what I'm saying? We done went from this city to that city, come back home. So by the time it's time to go to work Monday and shit, I'm like, man, fuck, I'm tired. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And you know, people who know about people with sleep apnea and shit, you know, you gotta, you know, they give you like a little machine to help you stop snoring and shit. Okay, you feel me? So if you don't got that, when you dealing with your sleep apnea, you can fuck around and be real tired. You feel me? Like, cause when you snoring, you're not sleeping. Yeah. You feel me? Type shit. So I ain't have my machine and shit like that. Try to go to work. Long story short, fell asleep behind the wheel type shit. You feel me? And yeah, that shit was crazy.
You're out there in St. John Parish?
Yeah, when that happened, yeah.
Okay. So can you kind of let us know like how it was? Like, did you wake up at the scene? Did you wake up at the hospital?
Man, I blacked out. And shit, by the time I woke up, it was like, I was in the ambulance type shit. Like, but it was kind of like in and out, because I remember them asking me like, you know, you all right? Shit like that. But I had kind of fucked myself up too type shit. So it was like, you know, I hit my head on the steering wheel, boom. Like, so I kind of didn't remember. It was just a whole bunch of in and out. Like, when I really got up, I was like, in the ambulance on the way to the hospital type shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was it like early in the morning, late at night?
Yeah, it was like early in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you went to the hospital, how was that experience?
I mean, that was real brief. Cause like by the time I got there, I was kind of like, you know, they had to got me up. They was like, all right, this happened, this, that, and the third, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they was just telling me like, you know, you probably gonna have to, you know, do like some toxicology and shit, cause you know they was telling me like the people and shit, they got hurt real bad. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, cool. You feel me? Type shit. So that's how that went. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
So how was your injuries?
Mine was like, it wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? I had probably like minor concussion type shit. I hit my head on the steering wheel, so you know they had to like put my lip back together and shit like that, cause my bottom teeth hadn't went through it or whatever.
Wow.
But yeah, but it wasn't like, you know, to where I was like fucked up or nothing. Mm-hmm. So you know, I wouldn't say it was too bad.
How long did you have to stay in the hospital?
I mean, after they sewed my lip back together, they just basically was like, you know, go home.
Okay, so you didn't have no real like damage to the body?
Nah, they gave me some pain pills and shit and sent me on by my way.
Yeah. So what about the car? The car was just like totaled?
Yeah, my car was totaled, yeah.
You got pictures of it?
Nah, I ain't had no pictures of it, but that bitch was out of here, so.
So, like, who came and got you?
By that time, I think, cause I think I remember telling the lady like, call my people, like, you feel me? So by that time, my people had done got on the phone and they had done figured out. I guess they had been talking to the ambulance people or whatever, and they had done got on the phone, figured out where I was going. Mm-hmm. So then they came, got me from where I was going. Okay,
so like you said, the other people was injured. So basically, when you left the hospital, what they gave you like a citation, like court date?
Nah, they ain't give me nothing then. But like right before I was about to leave the hospital, like the state trooper, he pull up, like, you feel me? So boom, the state trooper pull up, and then he go to talking to me and shit. But you know what I'm saying? like at the same time, it's like I'm still so tired. So even when I'm talking to the state trooper, it's like I'm fighting to stay awake. You feel me? I'm still fighting to stay awake. So he know like this dude fucked up, but you know what I'm saying? He kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for him to this day because, you know what I'm saying? He spoke real good like on my behalf when shit went how it went, but he was an honest state trooper. You feel me? And he knew that it was the type of situation where, you know, he could tell like I wasn't impaired at the moment. And you know what I'm saying? He, you know, came to court and told him all that shit too. But, yeah, so right when I was leaving out the hospital, he pulled up. And then he wound up telling me like how bad the people was hurt and shit and what happened. You feel me? And, at that point, shit, I was just fucked up. Like, damn, like you feel me? Cause like, you know, when accidents happen, it's like you don't set out with the intention of like, I'm about to go do this. You know what I'm saying? So that shit just like, you know what I'm saying? That shit fucked me up for real.
So how many cars were involved, or like how many people were involved also?
It was 2 cars, me and the other car, and I think it was a lady and maybe 1 or 2 kids, something like that. So it was a lady and a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were the children injured?
Yeah, I think they was, but I think they was good though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you talk to the state trooper, and then you leave the hospital, and then how does the process go after that?
So shit, so after I talked to him, basically he tell me like, look, before you leave the hospital, you know, we gotta take your blood and shit. You know what I'm saying? To see if you got anything in your system. Wow. So by that point, I'm like, like here it go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a smoker. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't smoke at that moment,
It's gonna be
at that time, anybody know if you smoke weed a week before that accident happened, like the weed's still in your system. You feel me? So that's where like the shit got tricky, but it's like that's where the laws is just like, you know what I'm saying, you got that fine line, because it's like even when it come back from the toxicology people, they can see that it wasn't the day of or the day before. Like it comes back, because the closer you smoke to it happening, like if I was just smoking and riding and it happened right there, like your percentage of THC be higher. So by the time, you know, they could tell if it's like a trace or if it's like you done smoke like the day before, the day of, like. So my shit came back like traces. Yeah. But it still don't matter, like, because to the law it's like you still under the influence of something, even though it's not that day or that previous day. It's like it's still there. Yeah, you feel me?
So when did the court process start?
So, I'm gonna say that started after everything came back, like, cause the accident happened in November, so we was going into like Christmas and New Year's type shit. So, going into Christmas and New Year's, you know, that shit took a minute for like the results and all that to come back. So then, you know, I had to give him like my phone number and shit like that. He was like, when everything come back, we'll see what's up and shit like that. So Christmas go by, New Year's go by, we down there in like February, cause I remember it was like Mardi Gras was around, so we down there in like February. But then I get a call, like, so the state trooper, he like, yeah, you know, Mr. Whoopty Wop, you know what I'm saying? The results came back like this, you know what I'm saying? So he like, the next time I see you, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'll take you to jail type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, he was an honest person. And, you know, with him telling me that, he kind of like, he really wasn't supposed to be telling me that, but he basically was telling me like, go get you a lawyer type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, because this is what's about to happen. Trial. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So I got my lawyer, and then turn myself in like that, like with my lawyer type shit.
So when you turn yourself in, you had to go back and forth to court
Yeah, so once I turn myself in, boom, that's when they charge you. Like, so now I done turned myself in, and this is when they really give me the charge. Like, all right, now you being charged with this. So once you get a bond, you either gonna bond out, or if you can't bond out, you gotta stay in jail.
Yeah.
Like,
how much was your bond?
My bond was $90,000.
Man.
Like 60 for like some. Then they hit me with like some other shit. It was like, I think I ain't have my license or something. So it was like some shit like that. It really was like 2-3 other little charges that carry like 10,000 type shit. But it wound up being 90 though, altogether.
So did you have like a lot on your record for them to be trying to charge you?
No, that's the crazy part. Because everything before this was like minor. So it's like my record still was like damn near flawless type shit. You feel me? Because I had a couple of shit that had got dismissed. And, you know, like traffic shit, but they ain't like nothing. You feel me? So like my record was good.
So they just hit you over the head?
Yeah.
$90,000?
Yeah, quick shit. Yeah. Like, and they ain't even give a fuck about being like, this is first time. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Type
so
shit.
How long were you in jail for you buying?
I probably stayed in there like 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah, about 3 days. And you know, my people put the bread together, got me out, shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after you got out, then you had probably court like what, a month or two later?
So after that, court was like, I was going to court like every 3-4 months type shit. But my lawyer, you know, he kept getting the dates and shit pushed back. He'll get it pushed back. Because he was like, the type of charge, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with people and people's family, he like, you know, it's good just to put some time in between it. Like, you feel me? Because you know how people feel after time pass. People feel different. And then some people don't. You feel me? But, I went to court like every 3-4 months after that for like 4 years type shit. Yeah. And then I took my time in 2019.
How was you feeling within those 4 years that you was going to court?
I mean, like, it was cool because I was out on the streets, like, but it's still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't duck the fact of, like, you got shit hanging over your head. So it's like, it don't matter what you do, what you doing, how happy you is. It's like, that shit still in the back of your mind. Like, you know, the day coming, like, if shit go right or left, I could go to jail. Like, you feel me? And you just know it's coming. So it's like, you never really, you know what I'm saying? You just functioning. Like, but, you know.
So during that period of time, were people trying to like reach out to you or anything, the family?
Nah, cause it was like one of them situations too, where like your lawyer advised you to really like stay away from, you know, that type of talking to them or whatever. Cause like I said, you don't know how people feel when shit like that go on. You feel me? So
are you like kind of protected when you're in that situation? Like, are they not able to kind of like look you up?
Nah, hell no. Cause everything is public record. Like, everything is public record. So it's like, even when that shit going on, it's like, that's what I'm saying type shit. You could have somebody, family member, be like, shit, we don't like that shit. Like, and we'll go see them. And they got, if they come into court, they got all your information that's public record. That could be your address.
Yeah, that's your address, name.
Yeah, everything. So it's like, you know, you dealing with that too.
So you said that nobody ever reached out to you though?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So
then, you go to court. You say you finally get charged, but was the family coming to court like wanting to press charges against you, or were they just acting like? Yeah,
and you know what? Like, that type of shit is really like, they was, you feel me? And they was on their shit like, we won't see him. We don't give a fuck if it's an accident. Like, we won't see whatever happened to him happen to him. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? That type of shit is like, you can't be mad. You feel me? And you got to understand you can't be mad, because it's like, that's just the type of shit you can't. People feel how they feel about their people. Like, you feel me? And it could be an accident. It could be not an accident. People gonna feel how they feel about their people. Yeah. So that's just one of the things you gotta you know what I'm saying, you gotta bite that.
Yeah.
If they feel some type of way, then that's how you just gotta let people feel, you feel me?
So how was that court date when you got sentenced?
Man, that shit was crazy because I was going to court and I didn't even know I had court that day. That was the crazy part. But it was like, I be thinking about it now. It's like, you know, sometimes like your mind and your body be telling you certain shit without you even knowing. Because it's like, that day I didn't even know I was going to court, but I was like, let me get dressed. But it's like, I got dressed a certain way that day. Like, you feel me? White socks type shit. For some crazy reason, I had the extra pair of underwear on. Like, you feel me? And I had just got my hair braided and shit. But this was just on some regular shit. But then my lawyer, he called and he like, man, where you at? You got court today. And I'm like, oh, shit. But I ain't even knowing, like, this sentencing deal.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we still got a couple of more court dates and shit. So it's like, you know, I got my BM and shit. I'm like, all right, we got to go to court and shit. But she ain't thinking like, all right, this about to be, you know, what it's about to be. So we pull up at court and shit. You know, he hold everything down till I get there. So then when I get there, he like, yeah, you know, he go to telling me like what's about to happen. So I'm like, all right. So boom, that go to happening. Judge go to talking and shit. And then I'm like, all right, I'm about to get sentenced type shit. So I ain't even knowing this though. And then, you know, they hit me with the time or whatever. Shit like that. I wound up getting 5 years, one suspended, so basically 4 years. But like I said, by me being a first offender, that charge fell under 25% non-aggravated. So that put me to do 4 months on every year. So them 4 years was really 16 months type shit. You know what I'm saying?
So at this time, you say you with your baby mom. So did she have the baby already, or was she pregnant at the time?
Yeah, my daughter, she was had just made one. Yeah, at that time, she had just made one.
So how was the tension, like the energy in the courtroom when they heard that sentence? I'm sure they realized that it wasn't like a lot of time.
Yeah, and they kind of felt like that it wasn't long enough. They felt like that. You feel me? But the judge, the judge did, you know what I'm saying, tell them how she felt about her sentence, you know what I'm saying, and she did like she sentenced me to the minimum, but it was the minimum of like what that charge carried.
Yeah.
So you know, she said she felt like that was, you know what I'm saying, adequate, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, taking into account that you wasn't on drugs and you had a sleeping problem and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Very understandable. So when you were okay, so you in that moment, then they just take you away right there, right?
Yeah, right there. So they're like, boom, we sentence you, you know what I'm saying, to this amount, you know what I'm saying, turn over to custody of the state and shit like that. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm looking at my BM, I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
Last kiss, last hug, bye-bye.
Right, type shit.
Yeah.
Like, but, you know, and at that time, my lawyer, he had to basically tell me, like, bro, you know what I'm saying, you to the end now. So it's like, you feel me, just, you know what I'm saying, just bite the time. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got you the lowest we could have get you. You know what I'm saying? Because it was definitely like, you know, they always start off like high, like,
of
you
course,
feel me?
Yeah.
So they definitely started off from like 12 years to 10 years all the way down to like, you know what I'm saying, to the 5. So my lawyer was like, you better take the 5. Like,
Yeah.
You feel me? So we roll with the 5.
So you go to jail, right?
Yeah.
And how was that process for you? Like, so you and your baby mom was together at the time?
Yeah, we were together at the time, but so after they sentenced me, turned me over to the state, boom, told him my lawyer, he like, this is it, buddy. You know what I'm saying? We done walked it down. as much as we could. Now this part on you type shit. So after that, you know what I'm saying, I go to the jail, you know, where the charge happened. I get I go there. So they send me I check in the back. After that, it's like, you know what I'm saying, Joe's more than effect, like, type shit. Like.
So of course they shipped you off because it's gonna be a year, right? Or it wasn't like that.
So it really just depends, like, cause most of the time, wherever you know what I'm saying, do your charge at, like, that's like you might go there, you might go any fucking well. Like, it really just depends on if the Department of Corrections, whoever called for you, like, like, you could wind up here, then they'll fuck around Department of Corrections and be like, send them to Kalamazoo, like, your ass to go over there, like, you feel me? So it just be, you know what I'm saying, I wind up going there. Like, I went originally where I caught the charge at, but then after that, I probably stayed there like 3 months. Then they called for me, then I went somewhere else. You feel me? So
how do you feel about your stay? Like, how was it for you, like, mentally?
I mean, jail is jail. You feel me?
Well, it had to hit you hard because it's like you caught a charge and that's your real time, sir.
But it was like a part of you is like, when you be fighting a charge for so long, it's like a part of you kicking your mind like, all right, it's time to get this shit over with.
So it's like a release for you?
Yeah, so it's like, it's crazy because it's like, people will think like, all right, I'm about to go to jail, that it'll be like stressful. But for me, it was like, I finally got like that peace of mind, like, all right, because I know after I do the time now, then I'm back like to just being, and I ain't got to worry about shit, you feel me? Like, so it was kind of like I ain't gonna say exciting moment, but it was like, all right, fuck, let's just get it out the way. Yeah. Get back to life.
You run into any, like, drama in there? Like,
yeah, it's hella shit, drama and shit. It's hella shit like that going on in jail. I mean, depending on where you at, it get real dramatic. Like, you feel me? But as far as, like, the jailhouse bullshit, is all of that going on everywhere. Like, especially in Louisiana, like.
Did you know a lot of people since you grew up out there, kind of like? Yeah,
because it's like the world's small, so it's like the world's so small. It's like if you a known person from where you from, the jail world so small. It's like they always got people who done went to jail and got moved around so much that niggas can verify you in jail. You feel me? So it's like, I did know some people, like soon as I got there type shit, you know what I'm saying? Just because of how jail and the streets kind of like coincide with each other. But, yeah, for sure, I knew some people. Yeah.
How's your family feel about it?
Shit, my family, I feel like my mama, she probably was like the person that like, that I knew it worried her the most. Yeah. You feel me? Because of me and her relationship. But shit, my mama, she kind of was like right there every step of the way type shit. So it like, it wasn't too bad. But just the fact of her knowing I'm in jail and the type of shit that go on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if you got somebody in jail, it's like, because when you in jail, it's like the type of shit, like, it ain't no telling if you gonna make it out.
Of course,
like, you feel me? You could die in your sleep in jail. Nigga could do yourself in jail, like, and then you have been never went back to your family type shit. Like, you feel me? So, like, that's always a possibility, but I think for her, it was, like, the worst.
Yeah. Was it a rough jail that you was in?
No.
Okay.
Because it's like, that's the thing, like, I did my whole jokes, like, and niggas that been joking, they gonna know, like, it's parish time, like, you know what I'm saying? So that mean, like, I never really got moved to, like, a real facility or, like, a real gladiator camp type shit. So it was like, I was in jail, but it's like, it's just, like, you know, camp. Parish jail is like, you got a lot of motherfuckers from around where you from and shit like this. You feel me? So
is
like,
it more like a camp vibe or something?
I mean, that motherfucker more like boys camp, boys home type shit. Like, if you want to keep it real, you feel me? Like, when you know, Joseph from where you from, it's like,
y'all just hanging out.
Yeah, type shit. Like, you just can't leave this motherfucker. Like, You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But
So did you and your baby mom break up during that time? Like, do you think jail separated y'all, or?
I mean, me and my baby mom, we was kind of like on the rocky end of shit anyway. But jail definitely sealed the deal. But yeah, jail definitely sealed the deal on our relationship. But that's just because like, jail is one of them things. You know what I'm saying? It's really like out of sight, out of mind type shit. Like, and people always be like, when you go to jail, you really see who there for you and shit like that. And that's really a real thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that really happens. So it's like, but I ain't gonna say my baby mama ain't, you know what I'm saying, do what she was supposed to do as far as like,
put money on the phone book.
Yeah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She did that. You feel me?
But she had your child, so was it something along those lines?
Yeah, I feel like it was just the pressure of me being gone and her having to do everything by herself. And you know what I'm saying? Some people can handle that, some people can't.
Exactly.
You feel me? So it was more so of that type of shit. Like, I just, you know, we had been together so long that before that shit happened that I feel like she just couldn't handle me being away.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So you do your time and you come towards the end of your sentence, so...
Yeah, so boom. While I'm doing the time and shit, I wind up, DOC, they wind up calling for me. They was like, you going to this program called re-entry type shit. Mm-hmm. And that basically can give you up to a year of good time off of your sentence. And the shit crazy because Louisiana, they trying to take that shit away. They was saying they had some kind of law that was like gonna not allow niggas to get good time and shit that.
Yeah, in June.
Yeah, type shit. But that shit crazy because like that good time will save you. You feel me? And that shit took some time off of my shit. You feel me? Yeah. So. Well, that 16 months came into play, you know what I'm saying? It was basically like the place I was at, they was basically like putting niggas in classes based on your charges and what they feel like you needed. And they might have felt like a nigga needed classes that totaled up to 8 months worth of good time. Some niggas got 6 months worth of good time. Mm-hmm. Some niggas took a class that got 4 months worth of good time, like type shit. Yeah. So I ain't really get a lot, but I got enough to knock like months off of my shit. You feel me? Type shit off them 16 months. I wound up getting like 4 months worth of good time type shit.
So you're 30 years in total?
4 or 5 months, yeah, type shit.
So your release day, how was that like?
Man, that shit was probably like the best feeling ever. Cause it's like, you know what I'm saying, you coming from people telling you what to do and how to move and what not to do, and you know what I'm saying, just that life period. So like when you be released, shit, don't nothing be coming home from jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit.
What year did you get out?
I got out the next year. I went in 19. I came out in 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then have you caught any charges since then?
Hell no. Yeah. I've been flying solo straight since then. Like, you dig? That's what it did. Cause like I went to jail. I feel like I already went to jail late. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail at like my late 20s. So like that was kind of like when niggas go to jail, niggas be in and out of jail when they be young. You know what I'm saying? That shit kind of be whatever because you young, you don't give a fuck. But then when you get to the point where you start giving a fuck and it's like, you know what I'm saying, you a household piece in your unit and, you know what I'm saying, now you can't see your kids and you can't run up no money or, you know what I'm saying, or just... You can't take care of your family how you want to take care of your family. Like, that shit still affect you, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, when you come home from that shit, don't nothing be that.
Yeah.
I don't care if you did 4 months, 6 months, like, jail, still jail, you feel me?
So, do you feel like it had, like, a long-term effect on you, like, mentally, or do you feel like you...
Yeah, because it's like, you can't unset, like, some of the shit that go on in jail, you can't unset your mind out of that. It's like it's a lot of shit. Like I done been home like years now, but it's like a lot of shit be instilled in you on a daily, or you gotta move this way on a daily. So just think about if I had to do this type of shit on a daily every day for a year.
Yeah. Like
just think about the people that done did 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Like that shit. like, cause the programming, like, you 3 months into your jail juice, you program at that point, like, you feel me? So it's like months and months and months on top of that shit. Like, that shit really leave you programmed. Like, a nigga told me that when I was in there. I'll never forget it. Nigga was like, man, when you go home, like, no matter if you know you only gonna do this little time, but when you go home, like, you ain't gonna never be like, you gonna never be the same. Yeah. And an old head told me that.
What do you feel like is like stuck on you still?
I don't know, just like the.
Like, do you make your bed still every day?
Nah, I ain't even gonna say that, because it's like I'm definitely back to like moving how I want to, doing what I want. But it's like the fucking, I'm gonna say like the being on 10, like I ain't never let that go, like, because in there you just gotta watch everything. You just gotta, you gotta be on your shit. It could be a fight break out in a minute. So it's like that's the part that I never left, like the alertness, like, you know what I'm saying, the always watching, the always, you know what I'm saying, seeing what's going on, the always paying attention to what niggas is saying, because it's like niggas will play with you in gazillion thousand ways in jail. Like, nigga might say some shit and you'll think it's some regular shit, but nigga really playing with you, like, type shit. Yeah, so it's like that's the shit that I never let go of, type shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What advice do you have for like young men?
Man, I'm gonna keep it real, and a lot of people might say this shit crazy, but I agree with that nigga Charleston White when he said, if niggas is out here doing bullshit, lock their ass up. Cause one thing I know for sure, that time gets your motherfucking mind right. Yeah. You feel me? I don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about, how hard a nigga think he is. I done seen the worst of the worst, like, really beg for a second chance. Like, man, I don't give a fuck, man. I give up whatever to get out of this shit. Like, you feel me? Like, eventually you come to a point with jail where that shit gonna break you. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you gonna get through it, of course, but mentally that bitch gonna break you. Like, you feel me? Like, to the point of, well, if you been there long enough, like, I guarantee you, like, niggas gonna come out that bitch another nigga, like, type shit. So I believe, like, jail, I don't think, I be believing, like, some niggas that do certain shit, like, you should go to jail, nigga. Like, you feel me? Cause, like, that
no matter
bitch,
what color you is. Huh?
Yeah, fucking right. Cause I feel like at the end of the day, every nigga gotta be accountable for their actions, even with some shit that's a mistake. Like, that's what this taught me. Like, even though that shit was an accident, I still had to be accountable for that. I still had to do time for that. I still had to get looked at like a criminal for that.
Yeah, and they might feel like you did a year, but like you said, you did the 4 years leading up to that point. You did the year, and you still dealing with it.
Yeah, hell yeah, because it ain't no shit that go away. Like, no shit that go away.
So how is your insomnia now? Is that what it's called, insomnia?
Yeah, I mean, my the apnea.
Apnea.
So when I lost the weight, that kind of.
How did you lose the weight? I seen you post a picture.
So I had like, I had got real sick. My body had kind of went haywire, from like just being so big.
You gonna put the picture up?
Yeah, we can put it up. But from that, you know what I'm saying, I kind of had got sick. You feel me? My body went haywire. Electrolytes was everything. Shit just went out of whack, like just from being so heavy set and shit like that. You feel me? So the weight did the sickness kind of shaved a lot of the weight off. You feel me? But after that, it was just, you know what I'm saying, me keeping it off. You feel me? But even when it, like, I was like 390, but
dang.
When I lost the weight from the hospital, that probably took like 50 pounds off type shit. Yeah. But the rest of it, like, just came from years of, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to stay a certain way.
How you even got that big?
Man, I was living down here, like, living the sit home, get a bag, and just eat whatever type shit. Like, I was on that. You feel me?
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, what are you working on currently?
Shit, man, I got this new project about to drop. I'm probably about to drop that this month. You know what I'm saying? I got that Welcome to the Swamps about to drop. You feel me? And that's basically it. Just getting back in my rap bag. You feel me?
Your artistry.
Yeah, because a lot of people been telling me, like, a lot of these niggas trash out here. So it's like...
Oh, you coming in with that heat, huh?
Yeah, they like, you know, we need you back type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I got to give the people what they want type shit. And this is what niggas know me for anyway. This is what I started out doing. So it's like, you know.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Were you big rapping, or you started when you were small?
I started small.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't really never you know, I used to be a shy nigga, so like rapping wasn't really my thing, but you know what I'm saying, I used to see my people do it and shit like that. Shout out to G Austin, bitch. But I used to see him do it, and then he used to be like, man, do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it. He the type, like, you know, he'll come around and he knew I was shy and shit, so he'd be like, man, rap, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Stop being shy. Do this, do that, like, and that shit just turned into like me really doing it, and people really fucking with it, like, cause at first I used to rap all his shit. I used to go to school, rap all his shit, and be like, the motherfuckers would be like, damn, nigga, you hard. And I'm like, man, I'm rapping this nigga shit, like, type shit, you dig? So then I'm like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna start rapping my own shit. And at the time, like, you know what I'm saying, I was really, you know, doing a lot of shit, you feel me, running wild, shit like that. So it's like I had the content, the substance to really do that, all right, and I could rap my own shit, cause that's what I'm doing, type shit.
Yeah, shout out to JR.
Yeah, great man. Person. Shout out to bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, do you got any last minute thoughts or opinions?
Stay in school, man. Stay out of fucking jail, man. Stay out of fucking trouble. Trouble is easy to get in and hard to get out of.
Very.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to have a new episode every Wednesday. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below.
Stop playing, man. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to my dog right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her for having a nigga through on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? She's solid.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Peace.
Facts.